And welcome back to NSG Fall 2024, the event to raise money for Norges Blindeforbund, or the Norwegian Association for the Blind and Partially Sighted. If you want to donate to this amazing cause, there is a link down below on the stream. Also, a quick shout out to BSG and UKSG for their continued support. I bet you will hear more about them during the marathon. And now it's time for LudwigVonKoopa and Overcooked 2, modded any %. Good luck and cook it away.
Hello, everybody, wishing a good day. My name is LudwigVonKoopa, and today I am showing you a speedrun of Overcooked 2. And if you are familiar with Overcooked 2, you might ask yourself if I am a little bit dumb, because it's a very bad speed game. It has like fixed timers that you have to wait to expire for. But that's why we're playing the modded % today. So a very talented person named Toaster Party created a mod for this game, which pretty much circumvent that exact problem. So now we can end the levels whenever we want to. And we can also set them to auto-complete once we reach a certain amount of points for a certain amount of stars that we want. And that's why we have a little mod menu here. So I'm showing the mod menu before the run, so you cannot scold me of cheating. So we have the autocomplete here. I will change that all the time because the route that I created for this does not require me to complete all the levels in 3 stars, so I will use that very frequently. With this being said, I have a little bit of support on my couch. We have the wonderful Rising Phoenix 64 and Jude Socked behind me.
Hello.
Which will help a little bit with the commentary as well.
We did have a bid wars, if I remember correctly.
Yes, so we have a bid war. I provided a selection of 4 cooks that you were able to choose from. And at this point, we have the cutoff. Before I start the run, I have to select the chef. So what is the outcome?
The outcome is an unanimous 1,051 kroner to the wheelchair raccoon.
Wow. Unanimous. Okay. All right, let's pick him. There's a lot of cooks in this game, so lots of stuff to choose from. And there he is. I think it's the overall fan favorite of all time. Because I ran this game like 3 times on marathons now, and he always won by a big amount. So very, very cool that you donated over 1,000 kroners. Thank you for everybody who contributed to this bid war. So without further ado, I think we are going to start. Timer starts when I confirm this. And I will make absolutely sure that I have this set to autocomplete 3 stars so I don't get screwed from the beginning already. And with this being said, let's go in 3, 2, 1, go. All right, so this is the tutorial level. One of the fastest ones you will see here, because all we need to do here is to get 60 points, which is really not that much in Overcooked 2. So we throw 1 salad to the right cook, 1 salad to the left cook, and 1 tomato to a right cook, because we only need to provide 2 recipes here. And that's the level done. And we can also skip all the cutscenes here, so we don't have to bother with this. Now I have to do a little bit of a maneuver here, because if we just quit out now, it doesn't quit us out of the game, it quits us out of the unskippable cutscene, which is now skippable. And with this being said, first level. So we set this to 2 stars now, because it's actually faster.
Should we explain why you don't always need 3 stars for the levels?
Yes, sure.
So yeah, this game has overall 135 stars, but for any person we only need overall there are 135 stars in this game, and we only need 32 stars to unlock the last level, which is level
92.
66.
You said 32.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, technically the game has a total of 100 stars actually, but that is new game plus content, and it is ridiculously hard to get. So that's like every level technically has 4 stars you can get. 3 you can get with the first playthrough, and the last one you can only get after you've finished the whole game 100%. Which I think when we did it like casually, it took us like 3 hours to get all 3 stars.
Yeah, like
It's over 3 hours, yeah.
Yeah, about 3 hours.
Yeah, so the premium feature in Overcooked 2 over Overcooked 1 is that you can actually throw stuff. And that is a big time saver on pretty much everything. So you can just throw raw ingredients around. You cannot throw plates or plated food, but you can throw everything that is pretty much raw. So how the scoring works in this game, you get a little multiplier bonus. You see it at the bottom left of the screen in the level. I get more points when I do all the orders in order, pretty much. Like all the dishes in order that appear on the top left of the screen. But sometimes I just don't do that on purpose because I just don't need the points anymore. And it's faster to do a smaller dish or whatever. And here in this level, the dash function is pretty much introduced, which is also very vital to use. Because there are conveyor belts here that pretty much work against you all the time. And you have to dash to nullify the effect. So pretty much every level here in World 1 introduces a new mechanic of the game, or like tries to explain it to you by having you to use it. Or it introduces a new dish. Every time a new dish is introduced, it also gives you this little cutscene there, which changes to 1 again. So here we have a new recipe, which is pasta, which we will not see for a very long time because this is actually one of the levels which is quite long to do if you want to get more stars, and you get 1 star for just handing in 1 dish, so it's a perfect opportunity to save some time there on the route.
So yeah, another mechanic you already saw is if one of the cooks is like cutting stuff, you can also do it like with both at the same time, which just doubles the speed of it. And instead of 8 seconds, if you do it perfectly, it takes like 4 to cut stuff.
Yeah, and we can also add, I mean, the game is pretty much straightforward, but this level 1-6 right now. This level is very RNG heavy, actually.
Hello? So
Yeah, this level is pretty much RNG. Like, there are some levels, or most of the levels actually, they have like a fixed number of starting orders. So you have a easier time if you want to replay the level and maximize your score output and stuff like this. So developers made that on purpose. But a few levels, and this is one of them, here it's randomized from the very beginning. So I have no idea what I have to serve here. I mean, it's obviously salads, but which type of salad? And they give a different amount of points too. So if I'm unlucky, I eventually have to do an extra dish. If I only get like regular normal lettuce salads here, they're only worth like 32 points, which is not that much. But I think this should be good. Like 1 more of these and that should be 340 points. That is the world 1 done. And after every world, we go back to the castle, to our beloved Onion King. who sends us to the journey onto the next world. But we have no time talking to him or petting the dog. We will eventually do that later if the run goes well. If not, he will be forever alone, I guess.
Oh, yeah,
And
one
now,
thing,
yeah,
yeah,
take it
one
away.
thing I wanted to add from my side, because for every death Ludwig is gonna happen, no matter if it's an accident or if it's like on purpose, I will add 10 kroner to the donation funds.
And I'm doing the same.
Okay, then I'm doing the same.
I mean, you can probably get like a donation train going with that easily.
But I mean, like, if you also want to donate like the 10 bucks, that doesn't mean that you probably won't die less instead of like killing you on purpose at the end of a level? Or do you still are going to like just kill a cook if you don't need him anymore?
We will see how good the run will go. I will not die on purpose, or I will not throw the cooks into the water. Like, I will never do that.
And
Yeah,
did I
also-
hear donations? I got one for you.
Yeah,
I
sure.
got 1,000 krona from Nullsprite saying, I am a simple man. I see LudwigVonKoopa. I donate. Good luck, buddy.
Thank you very much, Noel. Very generous of you.
Oh, yeah, also, World 2 added fried food. We had chicken, we had fries. Anything else I forgot? Oh, yeah, we have more fish. Different kinds of sushi now.
If I would have to list them up, I would miss at least 3 of them as well. So, no problem.
Oh, no, wait, it's pasta, not fries. Why did I thought it was fries?
Fries are also in here. That's not a problem. I mean, not in this level, but they're in this game. So here we have a little bit of a more advanced strat now. I try to catch a very specific cycle here with these moving platforms. We have to serve in 4 dishes, and it's pretty much meat and then 3 times double fish. It's a little bit out of order again. That's because we don't actually need the meat, because it actually does not give us enough points if we served the meat in order like it's showing up here. So the fish, because it consists of 3 ingredients instead of 2, it gives way more points. So even if we kill our multiplier like this, it still gives us the full points for the current dish. So if it's the last dish that you serve, it doesn't really matter that you break your multiplier. So 2-3 is an interesting strat. Maybe you can explain how it works.
Oh yeah, like in 2-3 we are doing 4 dishes. So as you will see, the platform at the bottom moves from the right to the left and so on. So we are trying to, or like Ludwig is trying to be as so fast that he can like takes 2 of the dishes down at the platform, and the other 2 at the end. You already said you cannot throw plates or plates with dishes on it. In this particular case, if you dash and throw it, it will like fall out of the map. But if the other cook is standing perfectly, you can actually grab it. So you can throw the food or like a plate with a dish over to the other side.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm gonna try here. If I fail this trick, I lose a significant amount of time because then I have to redo the entire dish because it then falls down to the void. So I'm trying to... Yeah, I'm actually doing this way this time. All right. That's 1. And that's 2. All right. So this skips an entire cycle of these moving platforms. You don't have to wait for them. It saves like 10 to 12 seconds maybe. A significant time save. So we have another dish. We have now tortillas, and they can be filled with 2 different ingredients, either meat or mushrooms. And the best way that I came up with is to do like this. You throw 6 bunch of rice just to the left, because the right cook is way too busy all the time to like also throw more rice to the left. So that's why I'm doing it at the beginning. It's actually a little faster. Then I'm running here, and then I'm serving it like this, and I'm always refilling these, instantly refilling these rice pots. Should not forget to always keep. The goal of this game is pretty much to keep all the cooks pretty much occupied all the time.
Also, this is one of the levels where some people might have noticed the timer didn't start in this level until the first dish was fully served. So if you like want to try to go for like the 4-star requirement, you could attempt to like prepare lots of food and then
That's correct.
try to get it everything done. But yeah, the throwing mechanic with throwing stuff out, just putting it on the ground, I mean, yeah, it's not good for the health, but a little bit of dirt doesn't matter. But yeah, it like Ludwig said, it just helps him not having to re-grab more ingredients.
All right, on to 2-5. Now you will see me throwing a significantly high amount of food around for no reason first, like this. But that has also a very specific purpose, because these things will move now, and it is a pain and very slow to like run around to catch these cycles again. So instead, we will just grab everything that we need and then just work with it. So we need 5 dishes here, so we just need this one more, and then we should be good. This was a little bit out of sequence. If I go out of sequence, it's not a big deal. I can just leave it for later. It's just a little bit nerve-wracking sometimes. So I need to wash one of the dishes here, because I only have 4 plates, but I need 5 pieces of food. But it should work pretty well with the last one here, and that's gonna be it. That brings us to the next meal that is introduced here, with again a timer that will not move, because the developers thought it would be a little more fair to the average player or to the normal player to have a little bit more time exploring the stage. And getting along with the new recipes. So I'm throwing 7 of these meat things over, because again, these things will move. This is a recurring pattern. Stuff moves all the time here in these levels. So I have to make sure that if this thing moves like this, I always have 1 cook on each side. Otherwise, I will lock myself out for an entire cycle, which is disastrous. I will also be a little bit careful here, because I threw so much meat in that corner that if I would dash there, I'd probably throw some of these meat pieces into the void. Because you have a dash in this game, but it comes with a kind of a heavy price. Because everything that is in your way, it just gets yeeted away, basically. So now that this is in this position again, I can bring the other cook over again to help with the cutting. That didn't land in the pan. Okay, that's fine. Okay, looks like I need... oh, that can sometimes... Oh, that can sometimes happen. The game is not happy if I do that while the stuff moves. So sometimes it just tries to stop me like that. Do I have everything? I'm actually not sure. No, there's 1 more. Okay, then I need 1 more. That's because I grabbed the plate a little bit too early. I should have grabbed the dirty plates when they were stacked up to at least 3. But I grabbed them when there was only 2, so I need to grab 1 more now. That's a type of time losses that just sometimes happen because you are not paying full attention or just forget about it. So this is row 2 done. Now we're going back to the castle again. We instantly leave because we want to cook and not talk.
Just a short question. Are you gonna do the trick in World 3?
I will definitely show it off at some point. Yeah, probably in 3-3, I think it's, yeah, 3-3. Yeah, there's a trick in this game that you can do with...
I think I could try to explain it because
Yeah.
I mean, you showed us how to do it. The trick involves the pizzas and the ovens. How exactly was it when you take out the pizza? I forgot.
So yeah, like the trick works, you can put the pizzas in the oven even if they are not completely done with their ingredients, and you can put them out. And if the last ingredient is on a plate, the game tries to put the pizza or the pizza on the plate, but this doesn't work because it's still not done. But instead, it just moves the last ingredient onto the pizza and doesn't reset the timer of the how long it was already in the oven.
Yeah, it's pretty much it. So the game wants to like put the pizza into a spot. Oh, that was not done. The game always wants to put these ingredients into a spot where they fit the best. And they think they would fit best on the plate, but the game does not recognize that the plate is already occupied by something else. So it does just allow this thing to be combined and forgets to reset the cooking timer. So now I have to wash up some dishes and bring this before it burns. And then we should be done pretty soon with this level. Oh, okay. I kind of forgot about that. I'm not even sure if it's worth making another pizza now. I think I have to wait. Yeah, these little dead spots here, they can sometimes screw you over. I don't think this will be done in time. Or maybe it will. Let's see. Yeah, let's just take the new one. It's fresher. Who wants to eat a pizza that's there for like 5 minutes on the counter? It's also probably something that we haven't mentioned yet, but if you throw food on the ground, the game does not care about that. There's no spoiled food or anything, or like no 5-second rule or whatever. You can just throw stuff on the ground all the time, which I will showcase right in this level perfectly. I will just put these things in the middle here. I will cook them immediately because I need to cut a lot of stuff in this level. And as you can see, these staircases, they like to move a lot in this world because it is, as I say, Harry Potter world. So staircases are moving all the time, or like platforms disappearing. Oh, barely saved that cheese. So I'm now throwing the buns over so the other cook can now assemble them. Okay. So I need to cut up one more salad here, and then I should be good because I got good RNG here. So the fifth piece of food that I want to do is a regular burger because it's just the lowest amount of effort. But it's not guaranteed that I get this order. Like sometimes I only get cheeseburgers or cheeseburgers with salad. And if that happens, I would have to cut up another piece of.
Just want to mention something. This little flag between 3-1 and 3-2, those are called Kevin levels. You could unlock them with the star requirements, and the theme of these levels is every food is steamed food, and we have like funny obstacles sometimes in the way, but yeah, they can get in the way. But we don't need any of these levels for the speedrun.
Yeah, no Kevin levels. He will not get served in this run. It's actually funny because in the Kevin levels, Kevin is actually the only person in the restaurant. And you are only cooking food, like tons of food for him, which doesn't make much sense, but well, today he's on a diet, I suppose. All right, so now I'm cutting up the stuff here. I am bringing over these two dishes so they can be served because I need the dirty plates to come back as soon as possible. I throw the ingredients for the last pizza that I do already there so that the moving platforms don't screw me over. And I need exactly one more plate to come over here, and now I will try to showcase this little glitch. First I will bring this salami pizza. Oh, I messed it up. I should have done the dough first. Well, now it's pretty much pointless to do it. I will do it in a later level, I promise. I will do it at the latest point that I can do it is in 6-4, I believe. So one of the last levels. I will definitely show it off. But you need to cut up the dough, not last, because otherwise it doesn't make any sense. So now I'm going down to 1 star again. We had a very big streak of 3-star levels because they are either easy to obtain with a low amount of effort, or it doesn't make much sense because the lower requirement, the requirements for lower stars are not that much lower. So if I need like 5 dishes to make 3 stars and like 4 dishes to make 1 star, it doesn't make any sense. Oh, I forgot to throw over the buns. I knew I forgot something, but I was not really sure what it was. It's not really a big deal.
Do you mind if I chip in with a few donations?
Oh yeah, sure.
Well, first from Simone0815. Yes, I'm saying it German because that is very German. To support my little bro, LudwigVonKoopa, and of course, the wonderful charity. Go, bro, I'm proud of you. Thank you very much. That's 250 kroner, by the way. Let's forget. And also we have a really nice 69 kroner from Patty2, who is saying, is this a German stream now? Ja, ist es. Thank you very much for your donation.
The Germans are everywhere.
So I do a little trick where I throw this plate over, so I can instantly serve it and then refill it with this one. That makes it a little bit easier to obtain. Yeah, I threw these things in obnoxious spots for some reason. But it should still work. I threw an extra chicken because I already saw that. So here I will do 2 single dishes and 2 double dishes. The biggest bottleneck in this level is obviously the plates, because I only have 2 plates and it's a pain to bring them over. The moving platform is also not helping, like the moving rafts. But I think I got it pretty well covered here.
At least you can cross the tiny gap.
Yeah, I can cross the tiny gap, but the game sometimes still says, nope, you are taking a bath now. It's a little bit finicky sometimes. All right, so now we have 3-6. The first thing that we do here, which is very important, is move this fire extinguisher out of the way. Because this fire extinguisher is made out of a very special material that actually blocks everything that we throw at it, even if it's throwing right over it. It doesn't make much sense, but that's kind of the weird things about this game sometimes.
I think the fire extinguisher is made out of invisible walls.
Nice reference there. Yeah. So this level is usually very long. It has multiple stages or multiple phases, so to say. But we try to skip the second one entirely, where everything falls apart. That's the wrong order. I bring this over. Oh, that's 10 kroners for everybody. Sorry. That was totally an accident, by the way. Oh. Okay, that thing is. Okay, that should be pretty good. If I can. Okay, I need to be. Okay, I got the dish.
20.
Well, I still need a tortilla anyways. And now I don't have any chicken. That is very unfortunate. I only have like meat orders on the very top left, but no chicken. Yeah, there is one. That's sometimes the bad RNG that you can run into. I mean, that is something you have to risk sometimes. You just cannot wait until it actually appears. So that's word 3 done. And going back to the castle, like usual, leaving it without talking to anybody like usual. Now we're going to word 4, and word 4 has some interesting stages. 4-1 is really not one of them. It introduces the very deadly hazard here, because we are actually crossing streets now with traffic lights, and when these traffic lights turn green, actually cars will spawn that can run you over, which is not very pleasant. So I have to catch this fish. Okay. Saved it from the trash. Oh, that was the wrong one. Let's save that first. So if I throw a fish or a shrimp into a car, the car will actually destroy the food.
That sounds
I have
reasonable.
no idea why and how that makes
I
any
mean,
kind of
if
logical
you
sense.
throw food at somebody's car, it probably also just destroys itself. The food.
All right, one more of these, and then we are done with this level. So, apart from this hazard, not really a special stage that has introduced anything new. The next stage is a little bit more interesting because we need 7 dishes here to complete the level with 3 stars. And the interesting thing is that this level does not provide any RNG in terms of dishes. So all these 7 orders will appear every time I play in the same order.
Also, you have to watch out if you throw everything over. You see there are conveyor belts, and the conveyor belts are conveniently placed right in front of the trash can.
Yeah, that is a very common factor now in these levels. So I want to complete 3 dishes here. Come on, okay, barely made it there. I want to bring over 3 3 dirty plates there because I only have 4 plates and I need 7 dishes, so I need to wash up 3 of them. And now I've got everything cut up, so I only have to hand them in. I have to be a little bit careful here because if I place a potato there, and I want to place a chicken right after that, and if I place it on top of the potato, they will merge into a combined potato or into efficient chips. And when I don't need that, it can be also very hazardous to the pacing. Then I have to redo the dishes again. Or do more dishes because I destroy my multiplier. This level is kind of weird. Now we are heading into the swamps. And the swamps, of course, you can just fall into and die for a few seconds. But the game also makes sure that you, sooner or later, just land into that swamp, in that swamp. All right, so here I will prepare a little bit of food, throw into the corner because I don't want to do it immediately. Like now is probably a good time to bring one cook over.
And might it be a good time for a few
Anytime.
blurbs?
Anytime.
Yes, because we are talking a lot about the charity we're helping, but what do they actually do? Well, they provided us with some examples. For example, they do guide dog training. They plan summer camps for children and youth with visual disabilities, an extensive rehabilitation program, who had a recent visual impairment. They provide advice to the members what their rights are in the society and are Norway's only center for braille printing of information, literature and books for a variety of subjects. And to support this, we also have a little donation from Lord Mau 5, which is a nice 69 kroner, saying, if you say Hausmusik, I say woo woo. Thank you very much for that donation.
All right, so now we are in 4-4, which is a level that introduces a mechanic that I'm not liking a lot. It's wind. And the wind tries to push you, obviously, into the swamp. And it also makes throwing ingredients pretty difficult because they are heavily affected by the wind as well. So sometimes they just do not land where they belong to. So I'm trying to focus up a little bit so I don't fall in there because that is actually a significant time loss here. I haven't gone over this yet, but different dishes, or like the way that the dishes are being done, also affects the time you have until they burn. For example, these fryers here, the stuff in the fryers burn very much quicker than stuff in pots or pans. So these two should be enough. Hopefully. Sometimes I mess up the strat and I like forget a dish or whatever. But hopefully not today. All right, changing it to 1 star now because the next level is incredibly slow paced and we want to leave it as soon as possible with just 1 star. Even though it does not really look like much of a difference, it actually is. The first thing we're gonna do, we are gonna bring this plate over. We only have 2 plates in this level. And we want to hand in the first dish as soon as we possibly can. So it can respawn. So we need 3 dishes to end this level. And these dishes that are like only fish, we are just completely ignoring them because they give a ridiculous low amount of points. It would not be enough to bring us over 200 even. So we're just skipping it. And doing the next one, which provides us with way more points. All right, so changing it up to 3 again. Should not forget that. And 4.6 is also a bit special. I rerouted it very recently, to be honest. Whoop. Yeah, that is what I told you about when you throw stuff against fire extinguishers or also pans or pots. It can just be completely blocked.
Pretty much anything that is not food.
Pretty much, yeah. This level has also some weird, awkward hitboxes.
Yeah, the
For
game
some
wants
reason.
us to use the fire extinguisher because we have some fire on the ground, but
Yep.
it's not really on the way. And it's gone.
Yeah, it constantly keeps respawning, and it is RNG where they land. So before this cycle moves on here, I will actually grab all the ingredients I need to end the level. The next one is it's also always the same. The fourth dish is always like gonna be meat. So you know exactly what to do on this level. And that is World 4 done, and now we are going into more perilous territory. Pretty much every level from now on can be a huge time waste if I do something wrong. So leaving again, because listening to kings is not our duty. All right. Almost forgot to lower this again. It's 2 stars, which is actually pretty important. So on this level, we have both burgers and sushi, both with fish and with rice, or sashimi, or whatever it's called.
And we have a new game mechanic. As you can see, like the platform in the middle has like a small control stick. We have to use this control stick to navigate the platform over. And obviously in this time, the cook cannot do anything else except of moving the platform. So Ludwig tries to use this platform as little as possible so that both cooks can do as much as they can.
That's correct. Yeah, I was never aware until you just mentioned it back in the practice room. But yeah, this is actually the first level that introduces these dreaded platforms.
Also, it also goes a little bit up and down, not only left and right. We can actually move it a little bit up and down as well. And I've also remembered we had like some funny interactions when we did like multiplayers. It's like whenever you have like people working in different ways, when you have like a mechanic that can only be used by one person, it's always chaos. It's pretty much a guarantee. It's for every game.
All right, going back to 3-star. Yeah, these little things on the ground, you can quickly explain what that is and what the purpose of that is. These little switches. I mean, these switches are just there to like do a little bit of overworld movement and to force you into doing the levels in the order that the developers want you to do them. And this level is this, like everybody who has played this game is probably have traumatized by it because there's a lot of fire going on.
Is the fire actually RNG or is it pretty much
No.
controlled in this level?
No, no RNG. This fire always goes into the same spots. So I handed over the fire extinguisher to the other cook because this cook needs it way more than the other one, and the other cook does not really need it at all. Yeah, I got yeeted out a little bit here because I was a little too slow. But now I will bring this burger over and try to make the cycle before the next fire spawns, because the next fire is really bad. All right. It came out, but it didn't land yet. And speaking of traumatizing levels, the next one will also haunt your dreams probably if you played this game. Especially in multiplayer, is a disaster. Like this level with the little platform in the middle, which you have to manually.
Where? Oh god, I remember.
But we will try to make quick work of this because we only need 3 dishes to end the level with 3 stars. Because the developer were aware that this level is really bad. I mean, it's not really bad in a way. It's just very chaotic, especially if you play it multiplayer with like 4 people here on this little platform. It's a nightmare.
So yeah, and because this level is a nightmare, we only do 3 dishes because this is the exact amount we have to do to get like the stars to just get out. It's 1 star, right? From what I remember.
This is 3 stars.
It's okay. Completely misremembered.
Okay, now I have to do a little bit of this. We don't need these pots anymore, so we can just throw them away and they just respawn, whatever.
Yeah,
Well,
I mean,
let's go,
we all know that. We throw down the pot into the endless pit and we just get a new one.
All right. Looking at my notes and looking at my star count, I think I actually have done something wrong. I'm pretty sure I'm 1 star short for some reason. I have no idea why. So to be on the safe side, I think I will actually get an extra star now.
Also, this level introduces the first sweets we get in the game. We get pancakes.
Yeah, pancakes are pretty nice.
Do we have some pancake levels here?
Alright, so this level is a little bit weird because the staircase disappeared completely and now we have to use these teleporters at the right time to teleport to the right spot. And I left one of the cooks at the left side, so when as soon as this thing respawns. Oh, I was trying to make that cycle here. I think it's actually barely possible before that thing goes to the wrong side. I never made it yet in a run, so one day it will happen. All right, next one is a 2-star level again.
Oh yeah, I'm just looking at chat right now. Yes, the pot is cleaned afterwards after you throw it into the pit.
So this stage heavily focuses on these control stick platforms, or control stick controlled platforms. That sounds very weird, but it's actually kind of accurate. So you have to basically move them over to do anything. Cutting stuff, cooking stuff, cleaning stuff. Wait, this is the correct way. So that's why we only got 2 stars here, because cleaning up all stuff and go for more is not really it's not really viable time-wise. So now we carefully hand this over here and get 3 dishes done. All right, and now, yeah, I will actually go for a strat here that I developed pretty much 2 days ago. It's pretty tight. I might fall into the water again, but that would mean more money for charity, so why not? Okay, I got it.
Yeah, Ludwig
So-
wants to be very quick here because there's like one big thing happening in the level, and he wants to finish this requirement
Whoops.
+1. He wants to finish his requirement
sorry.
before that happens. It's like a big vortex that's going to happen.
I hope somebody keeps count of how many times
I think we're only at 3 still.
At 3, okay. That's not too bad. I think I will play a little safer here now, so I don't... Okay. Oh, whatever. Just do it this way. How many do I have? 1, 2 more of these. It should be good. Yeah, if I would die here, I would definitely burn my food because I would not get over there in time.
It is so tight dashing over these small
Yeah, these
platforms.
platforms are really, really bad. Like sometimes I just try again, and whoop. Okay. And I see the gimmick of this level. Everybody who's played was just like, whoa, what is happening here? And now the pit is actually gone, like the water is gone. I can just go everywhere now, but these platforms are also moving all the time. So ideally, I get done before the phase even starts. So I was a little bit on the slow side here, but that's still fine. All right, so because I'm pretty sure I missed 1 star somewhere, I have no idea where, I will actually go for 3 stars in the next level instead of 2. I'm pretty sure the star count is off. I have no idea why I have to rewatch the run later. I did something wrong at some point. All right, leaving and unlocking the last, the 6th and the final stretch of the game. So here we have the game wants us to push a purple switch, but instead we just dash over here and skip the switch. Need a little overworld trick here. And this introduces us to the last dish of the game. Cakes. Who doesn't love a good cake?
Very simple ingredients: flour, egg, and honey.
Yes.
Has anybody ever made a cake like that before? I mean, I know people have tried like doing like Breath of the Wild recipes in real life, and it was funny.
Don't ask me. But if Chad has experienced such things, feel free to tell us.
Oh yeah, our old friend Fire is back, and we have conveyor belts again pointing towards the trash cans. So
Yeah, and we have these fire cycles here. These are always on the same cycle, so it either blocks off the upper or the lower part. So it's a very annoying stage to do like optimally. So that's why originally I decided to cut off 1 of the stars here. But I'm pretty sure I'm off 1 star, so I'm just going for 3.
also looking at this again, I
Oh,
was
this is
just
not
thinking right now, but pretty sure the pizza trick does not work here because we don't use plates here. We use the bowls actually. We put the whole bowl into the oven, and then we put the cake onto a plate.
Yeah, so the interesting thing about this level and the main reason why I decided to ditch the 3rd star is because for the 5th and final dish, if you try to be a smart person here, like I was in the first runs that I did of this, and you try to end the game with 1 less ingredient, because surely it's gonna be enough points, right? Now, if you do that, you will be off by exactly 1 point every time. So if you don't, if you have to do either another chocolate or carrot cake. So honey is not enough here. It will not get you to 620. It will always get you to 619, which is pretty mean, I would say.
That sounds very painful.
And speaking of mean and painful, you talked.
Yeah?
You will have a Tetris Effect run later, didn't you?
Yes, I have a Tetris Effect run tomorrow.
And there is an incentive for that.
Exactly. You see it right now on screen. Master mode, it is the fastest speed Tetris could theoretically have, and the problem is not even I can handle that. It's just way too fast. But I would still want to show it off.
Yep. And we have an incentive for that. It's 2,500 kroner. You can donate towards it, and if we reach the goal, you talked will not just speedrun Tetris Effect the normal way, but also show off Master Mode for some ultra high-speed Tetris trademark.
I will try my best. Because it is really hard. It is really hard.
Speaking of hard levels, this one is hard, mean, anything you can ever. Oh no, I threw that in the wrong thing. That's fine, it's gonna just sink into the thing, and we do another one later. Alright, so I think we need 2 more of those now.
Are the platforms always the same, or are they random as well?
No, they are always on the same cycle. Okay, I need 1 more flour here, and I will also bring the plate over, so it's not too bad of a time loss. I can also hand in this dish already. I could actually,
Oh yeah, by the way, I got an answer.
Precise throwing here.
By the way, I got an answer from chat regarding the honey, and they said that the honey is just a replacement for the sugar in the recipe.
Okay.
Makes sense, yeah.
Yeah, I guess it makes, yeah, sure.
And
now
it used the egg
I,
whites instead of baking powder. Hey, thanks. Thanks for the information. It was actually helpful.
Yeah, so this level went pretty bad because not only did I throw into the water a 4th time now, or was it a 5th time? Somebody sure has kept track of it.
Yes, the throwing stuff into the water works with the muddy pits as well.
So there's a plate here, so we can. Oh my god, I'm dumb. I just forgot to put it into the pan. Okay, I should actually not turn off my brain. I should actually play a little bit more smart here. Do I even have enough points now, or do I have to make another one? Okay, no, it's barely enough. 280 and we got 283, so not even close, right? Yeah, so the longer you wait until you hand in a dish, the less tips you get, like the less tip points you get, and so sometimes you just don't have enough points and you have to do another dish, and at this level it would not be pleasant to do that. So this level I call the food waste mania, because we have like 4 different conveyor belts, which all go into the trash in 2 different ways. And we have to rescue as much of it as possible, which is not that easy because you have to actually hit switches to even get these things come to you for a little amount of time.
At least you're doing a lot of composting, so you can get more ingredients.
That's right. Oh, my egg went away. Damn. All right. So here I do the things in order until the last one, which I hope I will get at some point a normal pancake. Again, just because it's the easiest dish to do here. This far we didn't get one, so I'm wondering if I should play it safe. Yeah, I guess I should play it safe now. And just do another regular cake. You can still gamble on it if you want, but... Oh, now it appeared. Okay. I gambled without even wanting
I
to
was about
gamble.
to say we don't gamble here. We don't gamble here. That's not allowed on Twitch.
In Overcooked, you always gamble. That's not your choice, really. So this should be good now. Should bring us above 540 something. So now let's see if I actually was a star short. If I have 86 now? Yep, I was 1 star short. So going for 3 stars and 6-1 was actually the right play here.
Maybe you once clicked on 2 stars instead of 3 stars when you...
I have legitimately no idea what happened. So here we have to bring these funny little platforms all the way over here just to get on the other side of it, which is really painful and pretty much the opposite of fun, if you ask me. But so first we want to do the regular pizza and just throw it in the oven. And now I will try to showcase the little glitch. This is actually our last opportunity. So if I put this in the oven now, it will actually cook, and if it finished cooking without all the ingredients, it will actually be a spoiled food. But now if we just do this, if you take it out, you see the timer is still on there, and if we just do this, the timer does not reset at all, and we can just hand it in. This is a little trick that you can use, especially in the Hoarder levels in the Night of the Hangry Hoarder DLC, which we'll not see today, but that's a very good place to bring this glitch into fruition in terms of time save. And we're actually at our second last level. So 6-5 is again one of these levels that, if you played this game casually, it's a complete nightmare because not now only the ingredients sink away.
Are we still only on 3?
Yeah, I'm still on 3. I'm at
You
8.
only threw away like utensils and not the cooks, right? In the other swamp level.
I'm actually not sure what you mean now. Sorry.
I mean, I remember you had like some plates and like the bowl going into the swamp, but not the cooks themselves.
No, the cooks didn't fall into the swamp. I mean, they did in 6-2 one time.
Yeah, that was number 3.
Apart from that,
that was number 3, right? Yeah, this is the second to last level. The last level actually. 6-6 is the final level, right? Yeah, and that level has a 20-minute timer for casual playthrough.
yeah, I think it's actually a little bit more.
Because of course, a final level is not a final level if the game doesn't say like, yeah, okay, we do everything you did until now. You just do everything again.
So now I'm on a very tight timer here to... Oh, God, okay. Hurry up, please, hurry up. It's shaking. Don't sink, please. Okay, we made it. It was actually somewhat close. All right, now we should have 92 stars, which is enough to unlock the final level. You can spawn the final level, you just cannot enter until you have the 92 stars. All right, we are skipping a big cutscene here, and now this level has 25 minutes on a timer, and we try to finish it. Like my personal best here is having left, I think, 17 minutes and 10 seconds or something. So this is one of these final levels that really that I really like in games in general, because it showcases everything that we learned. Like we're starting with basic salads here. And we are going to serve every single piece of food that we learn to do on our journey. So I really like that in video games. Pretty much puts your skills to the maximum test. Okay, now we take this, open up the gate. We only have 2 plates in this level, so the key time save point here is to always have one clean dish available, basically. So every time I hand in a dish, I grab a dirty dish.
Another thing about this level, you saw Ludwig doing every dish in order so far, or like close to being in order. Now it doesn't really matter because we don't go on stars here. We just have to do every single dish that is available all the time.
Yeah, this level actually has star requirements, like especially for 4 stars, which is only unlocked after you beat the game, which is I think 1900 points. But yeah, it's not of any use for any % run because we are done with the run already when that happens.
And speaking of serving food, chat, do you want to be served on stream as well? Well, you could be featured on stream as well through our social media. You could help us, promote us with our Twitter or X account at NSG_marathon. Or if you want to have the chance to appear with a very, very nice message, just write a tweet or an X or whatever it's called nowadays, hashtag NSG Spring 2024. And if our creativity gods deem you worthy,
Spring?
you will appear on stream and be here forever.
Did you just say spring? Pretty sure it's fall and not spring.
Oh, sorry, it's fall. I'm sorry. I have been awake for way too much today.
It's whatever you feel like.
At least it feels like spring,
Yeah.
to be honest.
Yeah, there's not a lot in between. The only
Nice
bad
sunny
thing
day
about spring
outside.
is like all the pollen and the allergies. Yeah, like Ludwig said, he has to do every single dish at least once. There was a cheeseburger, he did a hamburger already. Now he has the cheeseburger with salad and then the hamburger with salad and tomato. And after the burgers, we get tacos. It's Taco Friday.
Right, now a little trick here. So now this floor is breaking apart and we get descended into the second part of the level. But you can bring a clean dish over here, which helps out tremendously to have an extra plate laying around. Could also be helpful if you struggle to do that level casually in time. Like having an extra plate always helps.
Yeah, and again, we are just throwing the ingredients on the ground. I mean, a little bit of dirt doesn't hurt. Are those tacos? It looks more like burritos to me. Pretty sure tacos are not filled with rice. They're usually filled with beef.
All right, now we have dim sum, a dish that we didn't even see because that is the food that you get always
Kevin.
have to serve in Kevin levels, in these extra stages that we unlocked but never entered, because we are not serving dogs today.
Pet the doggo. Or do you prefer cats?
I think both are awesome. So what I'm doing now seems to be a little weird. I'm placing these mixers into a very specific spot here, and that is to prepare for the next phase. So the next phase is pretty intense, because then we have to serve cake and pancakes at the same time. And the ingredients and where they are placed is horrendous with these conveyor belts. It's very, very difficult to do that stage optimally. And placing these two mixers there helps with getting the stuff together fast. But first we have the salami pizza. And while this pizza is cooking up, we can prepare all these plates already. And now the final phase. So when we hand in the final dish here, it's going to be time immediately. So be prepared. First, we're going to throw over a chocolate to this guy. And then we're throwing 2 of these there. And then we are throwing 2 eggs in there. And then we're grabbing the plate for no reason. And then we are doing this. Placing this here, grabbing a honey, hitting the other one, and placing the chocolate right into that. And
Also, pretty sure time is when you deliver the last dish, right?
yes, it's 4 dishes left. So now I have the egg laying around here because it's a pain to get that from this wrong-sided conveyor belt. And this carrot is the last ingredient that I have to chop.
Three, 2. Now only the cakes are left.
Yeah, now the 2 cakes are left, and I'm actually pretty satisfied with this stage. I'm getting like a 16:35-ish. That's pretty good for a marathon run, I guess. Like for the time that is left in the stage. So prepare for time. As soon as I hand this into the counter, it's over. And time. All right, what was the final time? I'm very curious.
What?
Oh, I can see it.
Yeah, 190.50. I think it stopped a little bit late. So.
109.50. That is actually a world record, guys. Woo! Woo! Very nice. Sub 110. I did not expect us to get this in this marathon run, but that's very cool. Nice. All right. So, time for shoutouts, I suppose, as we see this final cutscene without much text for some reason. Okay, it's just because I'm not advancing it. So shoutouts first to my couch co-commentators, Utsokt and Rising Phoenix 64. Thank you very much for helping me out with the commentary here, because it was very, very helpful. And shoutouts to the Overcooked community, both for high score attempts and for the speedrun community, which has grown since quite a little bit since this mod came out, because it's just much more fun to run this with the modded version, in my opinion. And shout out to Toaster Party for making this mod, which is also being used. The exact same mod is being used also for Archipelago, if you are aware with that, the big multi-world randomizer thing.
Pretty sure we have an Archipelago run also on the marathon list.
Is it? Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, we have. It's
Nice.
tonight.
Oh, it's tonight, so you will actually see Archipelago. So yeah, so you can add this game to the Archipelago world with this mod, which is it's quite easy to do that, but it's quite the challenge sometimes to get through the game without being able to dash and throw and cut stuff fast. Yeah, with this being said, thank you very much for having me in NSG Marathon, and wish you a pleasant rest of the marathon. Until you see me for co-commentary.
Thank you very much for this run, Ludwig, and also the couch for the amazing commentary. This has been Overcooked 2, any percent. We will now go into intermission, and after the intermission, first you will have a new host. This was my last game for the shift. It will be Christian Royal. So say hi to Christian when they are here. And also, the next game will be Titanfall 2 by Phoenix. Not the Rising Phoenix and the couch, another Phoenix. And this will be an any percent run as well. So, thank you. Have fun watching, keep donating, and see you tonight at either the multi-world randomizer run or later. We are here the whole weekend. Goodbye.